Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are well, safe and healthy at home. I'm your English teacher Farzana Khan with a very interesting and informative topic, the use of articles. Previously you were taught about the appropriate use of punctuations, that how to punctuate sentences and how to punctuate paragraph to make your written message clear. Well, in today's class you are going to learn about the appropriate use of articles. You must be thinking that articles are quite easy. So why there is need to study? Why there is need to learn about the use of articles? Let me tell you, the use of articles basically is an area of special significance for multilingual writers. Since it is characterized by large variation across languages, in consequence, any error in this area will be very noticeable in a text as a mark of non-native writing. Given this fact, it is important for multilingual writers to master the use and non-use of articles and to learn the meaning that and to learn where to use definite article, where to use indefinite article, and where to avoid the use of articles to be master in writing and speaking. So pay close attention to the lecture and understand the rules how to appropriately use articles in your speech and in your written text. Well, when we talk about the articles, basically articles are special modifiers that appear before nouns or noun phrases. These are basically like adjectives because they help to clarify the meaning of the noun in the sentence. There are specifically two articles in English language. One article is the and the other is a. The variance of a is an, which is used before a word that starts with a vowel sound. Right? So we can simply also say that there are three articles are, and the, but specifically, basically, these are two. First is the, and other is a, which is the, and the variants of a is an. So when we talk about the definite and indefinite article, basically this is the classification of the use of articles. It is an important concept. You can say these are basically two important concepts which are linked to the usage of the article, which is countability and definiteness. So, understanding these concepts will help you decide whether to use an article the or the article a. The indefinite article is a or an. So when there is countability, you will go for the indefinite article. When there is the point of definiteness, you will go for the definite article the, which specifically means particular, or in other sense you can say which is already defined. So let's discuss the definite and indefinite article one by one and their rules and uses in the language, English language. When we talk about the definite article, because it is specifically called definite article because it points out some particular persons or things. It is pretty clear to all of you that definite or indefinite, both articles are used for the purpose of noun in a sentence and they precede the noun, right? So the definite article normally points out particular person or things or places. That's why it is called the definite article, as previously you were told about the law definiteness and countability. So when we talk about the definite article is used before singular countable nouns. It is also used before plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns. You can see here in the examples the book. This is basically singular countable noun. So here definite article has been used. The other example is the books. And you can see books is a plural countable noun and the definite article can also be used with plural countable nouns. At the same time, definite article can also be used with uncountable nouns. Here you can see milk. It is an uncountable noun. So the milk can be used. So when we talk about indefinite article, basically indefinite article is a, and the variants of indefinite article is an. It is called indefinite article because it is used with the nouns which are singular countable nouns. Means the nouns which are countable but singular. So when we say talk about the indefinite article, it simply means a, one. It simply means one or any. So it can be a book, it can be an orange, it can be a girl, it can be a boy, it can be an art. So both a and an have the same meanings, but uses are different according to the sounds of the word for which they are used. When we talk about the consonant sounds, so we specifically use indefinite article a. But uh, when there is a vowel sound, a word which is starting from the vowel sound, then you go for an. So let me make clear certain points here. Usually, you people think that the letters A, E, O, U, and I, these are basically the vowel letter. You are right. These are basically the letters. But here we are talking about the sounds. Well, so the vowel sounds, which are basically A, E, I, O, U, they sometimes can give the vowel sound and sometimes cannot. When the word starting with the vowel letter will give us the sound, vowel sound, right? Then you will place an. Otherwise, you will go for a. Let me explain with the example. Here you can see an ass, an enemy, an ink pad, an orange. Although all these words have been started by the vowel letter O, I, E, and A. But I want to tell you one thing which is very important, which you need to keep in your mind while deciding between a and an. Because when you were taught about the vowel sound, that an is placed with the vowel sound, right? So what are vowel sound? You must be thinking. Keep it in your mind. A, E, O, U, I are not vowel sounds. These are letter. So what are vowel sounds? According to the linguists, when you utter a sound from your mouth, right? When you pronounce a sound from your mouth and the voice comes from your mouth without any obstruction, then we can say that this is basically a vowel sound, like a, e, o. These are the sounds when we pronounce from our mouth. So at that time, air comes from our mouth without any obstructions. When we pronounce boy, at that time our upper lip and lower lip touch each other and air obstructs here. So we can say the boy is starting with a consonant, right? So as when we pronounce as, so air is coming from our mouth without any obstruction. It means the word is starting with a vowel sound. That's why you need to place an. Similarly, enemy, ink pad, orange. But why did I make so much clarification about the consonants and vowel sound? Because of certain confusions, let me explain. A boy, you are pretty clear that it cannot be an boy, it is a boy. Similarly, a woman, definitely you are pretty clear about it, it is a woman, not an woman. But what about university? Usually, students make mistakes here. They think that university is starting from the letter U, which is basically a vowel letter, so there is need to place an. But keep it in your mind when you pronounce the word university, here your upper and lower teeth are touching, right? So air is obstructing here. Air is not coming without any obstruction. So you cannot say that the word is starting with the vowel sound. Here university is starting with the consonant sound. That's why we need to add here a university, not an university. Let's see another example, a union. Again, the word has been started with the letter vowel U, but here the letter vowel U is not giving the sound of a vowel. When we pronounce it, we are basically pronouncing it as union, right? So we will place a simple A here because there is a consonant sound. Let's see another example of a European. Again here E is a vowel letter, but here again E is not giving us a vowel sound. We are pronouncing it as European, right? While pronouncing European, our upper lower teeth are touching to each other. That's where air is obstructing while uttering the word from our mouth. So the word is starting from the consonant sound, not from the vowel sound. Again, unicorn. The vowel, not vowel, it's consonant sound, useful. Again, a consonant sound. A 1 rupee. It cannot be an 1 rupee. Although there is O, which is a vowel letter, but when we pronounce it 1. We give the sound of W, wow, right? When we pronounce it one, so our upper teeth and lower lip are touching and air is obstructing here. You just simply need to go for that practice, that when you are uttering that word and if your air is coming from your mouth without any obstruction, you can simply understand that the a word is starting with a vowel sound. You need to add an here. But when the air is obstructing, it means the word is starting with a consonant. So, in other examples, such a one-eyed man. So, all these words are starting with a consonant sound. But when we talk about umbrella, in umbrella there is a U, but here U is giving us vowel sound. So, we will place an umbrella, not a umbrella. Well, similarly, when we say urban, 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 so here basically U is giving us the vowel sound. That's why we can say an urban, not a urban. Well, this is the difference between a and an. You will place an if the word is starting with a vowel sound. But if the word is starting with a consonant sound, then you will go for simply a, which is indefinite pronoun, which simply indefinite article, which is simply used to tell you the number, countability. Number one, a man, a boy, a girl. Well, there are certain rules about the use of definite article. Let me explain one by one these rules, which I'm sure will be very helpful for you for making your speech and writing effective and error free. Well, the first rule of using definite article is when we talk about a particular person or thing or one already referred to. So, according to the English language rule, the definite article is used with the name of person, places, or things which are already referred in the conversation. That conversation can be placed at the same time, 1 hour ago, it can be 2 days ago. But if the thing has already been referred and you are pretty clear that your listener can understand that, you simply go for using definite article the. Let me explain with an example, with few examples. For instance, here you can see the example is the book you want is out of print, right? For instance, just suppose you simply went to the shopkeeper and there basically you requested the shopkeeper to give you the print of the book and he asked you to come the other day or even at the same time. He replied to you, the book you want is out of print. It means he is giving reply to your question, your request, right? So the book has already been mentioned in the conversation because you mentioned the book. You referred the book. So the shopkeeper is in reply to you is using the definite article to refer to the book which you stated, which you asked the person to give you the print. While the book you want is out of print. In other example, here you can see, let's go to the park. When you use this statement, let's go to the park, it means the park is already referred in your communication, in your conversation. It means the park is already defined. Both of you are very clear that um, to which park you are going. Well, for instance, you are sitting at your friend's place and your friend is saying to you, let's go to the park. So what mean by this when he used the park? Basically, it means you have already decided that what is the park where you are going, where you will go. It means the park is already defined. It can be, it may be you have already decided. It may be the park which is near to the house of your friend's place, and you both of you are used to go there. That's why he is stating, let's go to the park, means the park is already defined in your mind. Well, in other example, you can see the girl cried. When you simply say a girl cried, it means the girl is not defined. But when you are telling to someone that yesterday I went to the park and I saw a girl was sitting there, here you are basically telling about a girl or any girl. But in next sentence, when you will tell to your fellow that suddenly I heard that the girl cried. When you said the girl cried, it means you refer to the girl about which you told to your fellow, that the girl you saw in the park. Well, so you use definite article when you talk about a particular person, place, or thing, or the one which is already referred in the conversation, and the one about which you are pretty clear that uh, about which you are pretty clear that your uh, listener, that your uh, audience can that your audience is already know about it. Well, it is the first rule of the use of definite article. Here is the second rule of using definite article. In the English language, the second rule is that when a singular noun is meant to represent a whole class, when a singular noun is meant to represent the whole class, then you need to use the definite article. Let me explain with some examples. Here you can see the sentence is, the cow is a useful animal. Here a general statement that the cows are useful animals, right? So the general statement is this. Here the singular noun cow has been used to tell the general statement. About what? About the whole class of cows. So when you need to use the singular noun to represent the whole class, when you want to tell certain facts, certain truths about the whole class, then if you are using singular noun, so you can simply add definite article to tell your reader, to tell your listener that you are basically talking about the whole class of that thing. So this cow is a useful animal. It means in this sentence, the writer is basically talking about the whole class of cows. Well, in next sentence, you can see the horse is a noble animal. It doesn't mean the writer is talking about the one horse. The writer basically telling a fact or a statement about the whole class of horses. Similarly, the cat loves comfort. In this sentence, simply you can see that usually we all are aware about the fact that cat loves comfort, right? So here definite article the has been used with the singular noun to tell the fact or tell the statement about the whole class of cows. So whenever we need to tell some facts, some statements about the whole class of animals, and we just need to add definite article with the singular noun. Well, but there is an exceptional rule as well. You can see here when it comes to man and woman, then this rule is not applicable. Means the representation of whole class with the use of definite and singular noun is applicable only on animals. But when we talk about the human being, the man and woman, then there will be zero article. When a man or woman are used to represent the whole class, then there will be zero article, no definite article. There is no need to use indefinite article. You can see here in the example, man is mortal, right? So man is mortal here. Basically, in this sentence, the writer is talking about the whole class of man. The writer is talking about the human beings. Well, so when the man or woman are representing the human beings or the whole class of man or the whole class of woman, then there is no need to use definite or indefinite article. So man is mortal. Similarly, woman is beautiful creature. Here it means the writer is talking about the whole class of women, not this one particular woman. So let move towards the other rule of using the definite article. Well, the rule number 3. Definite article is used before some proper names. Keep it in your mind. This is not the proper nouns. Definite article is not used with all proper nouns, right? It is used with some proper names. So, what are those proper names? Let me tell you. First of all, oceans and seas. Whenever you will write the name of ocean, any ocean, you will write definite article with the complete name of the oceans. Similarly, whenever you will write the complete name of seas, any sea, you will add definite article. It can be the Pacific Ocean, right? Black Sea, if you are talking about the Black Sea, you cannot simply use Black Sea. You need to use the Black Sea. Similarly, when you are talking about the Arabian Sea, you cannot see Arabian Sea. You cannot see an Arabian Sea. You will always and everywhere speak the Arabian Sea, right? So, with the name of oceans and with the name of seas, you will always place definite article before the names, complete names of oceans and seas. Well, what are other proper names with which you need to add definite article? The other proper names are the names of the rivers. Whenever you will write the name of the river or whenever you will speak the name of the river, not only river, river is a common noun, but the name of the river is a specific proper noun. You will always use with the name of rivers definite article. The river Ganga, the Nile. Similarly, if you are writing the river Ravi, you can simply write the river Ravi. You can write the Ravi, right? You can write the Indus. You can write or you can speak the Chenab. Whenever you will speak or write the names of the rivers, you will always place definite article before the names of rivers. Well, other proper names are canals, the name of the canals. Whatever the name of the canals are, with every name of canal, you will always place definite article. This is a rule in English language. Well, Rule number three is again continue here. Some proper names. The name of deserts. With the name of deserts, you will always place definite article. Whenever you will call or you will write the name of any deserts in the world, the Sahara, the third deserts, whenever you will write the complete name of the desert, you will always place definite article before the name of the desert. Similarly, the groups of islands, with the name of the groups of islands, you will place definite article. And other proper name is the name of the mountain ranges. It is very important point to keep in your mind that with the name of the mountain ranges, you will always place definite article. Here you can see in the example the Himalayas, the Alps. You can simply say the Karakorams. You cannot say Karakoram only. You cannot say a Karakoram. So you need to say the Karakoram. Similarly, the Mount Everest. So, with the name of mountain ranges, you will always place definite article. It was the rule number three. Let's move toward the rule number four. So this is a specific rule that you need to use definite article with the names of few countries. Keep it in your mind that definite or indefinite articles are not used with the name of the countries. But there are some exceptional cases. There are certain names of the countries which include the words like Republic, Kingdom, and United. The name of the countries, which include the words like Republic, Kingdom, and United, they always require definite article. The United Arab Emirates, similarly, the United Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, similarly, Republic States of China, the Republic States of China. You cannot use the China, but when you are writing the complete name, the Republic States of China. Similarly, when you are writing or you are talking about Pakistan, you won't use definite article. It cannot be the Pakistan. But when you are writing the name of the country, which is written in our constitution, which is the Islamic Republic States of Pakistan, right? So it includes basically you need to keep one rule in your mind that the name of the countries don't require definite article. It will be a major blunder if you're going to use definite article with the name of the countries. But there are some exceptional rules. If the name of the country include any common noun, which can be republic, which is also the name can be added in the name of any other country, which is kingdom, which is united. So if the name of the country includes any such word, so you will always place definite article with the name of that country. There is also another exceptional case with the name of the two countries, which are Ukraine and Netherlands. So these two are basically the name of the countries which always require definite article. Why they do require definite articles? Because they were basically the names of the seats of government prior to becoming the names of the country. So there is a history behind these names. That's why in the name of the country all over the world there are two specific names of the countries, the Ukraine and the Netherlands, which always require definite article. But the rest of the all countries don't require the use of definite article other than the name of the countries, which include some common noun which are republic, kingdom, states, and united. Well, I hope this rule is pretty clear to all of you. Let's move towards the other rule of using the definite article. Here you can see before the names of certain books. It is the rule. It is a rule in English language that the definite article is placed before the names of certain books. You can say the name of the books which are proper, the names of the books of religious books. As you learned in the rules of capitalization, that the first letter of all religious books will be capitalized. So all religious and all important books are required to be placed definite article first. So the Bible, the Holy Quran, you cannot simply write Bible. Whenever you will speak or write according to the rules of English language, you will speak the Bible, the Holy Quran. Well, so definite article is used before the names of certain books. Another rule is that definite article is also placed before the names of things which are unique of their kind. For instance, the sun. Whenever you will write sun in any text, whenever you will speak sun, it cannot be the simply only sun. It cannot be the a sun. You will always write the sun. This is a rule in English language. Similarly, you will always use the sky, the ocean, the sea, and the earth, right? You need to practice these rules. You need to understand, and after that, practically apply these rules. And after, with the passage of time, you will be habitual, and then you will become competent in speaking and writing English language. Well, and the rule number 6 of using definite article is that definite article is always used with the superlative degrees. You are already very well sorry you are already very well clear about the superlative degrees, that adjectives which have the superlative degrees. The darkest cloud has a silver lining. This is the best book of elementary chemistry. You can simply say the most intelligent student, uh, uh, the greatest person, the sweetest thing. So whenever you use superlative always require definite article. And the rule number 7 is here, which is that every ordinals requires definite article. So what are ordinals? Ordinals are first, second, third. Whenever you say the first student entered the class, so you always use the first because first is only one specific particular. The first prize, you got the first prize, he got the second prize, she got the third prize. So the first, second, third always require definite article because these are ordinals. The first man, the first book, the first man who reached on the moon. So tell me the name of the first man. So first, second, third, these are ordinals. Whenever you will use them in your speech or in your writing, you will always place definite article before the ordinals. Well, a very interesting point. Other rule number 8 of using definite article is that definite article is used before all musical instruments. Whatever it's piano, it's guitar, whatever the name of the instrument is, whenever you are using them, using the name of instrument in the sentence, you will always place definite article because the musical name of musical instruments always require definite article. Well, it is the rule number 8. Let me tell you about the rule number 9. I already told you that with the names of the countries, you need to avoid the definite article other than the name of the countries, which includes some common nouns, and the two specific countries in the world which always require definite article. So keep it in your mind the rule number 9, which is that it's not about the name of the countries. It's basically about the names of the nations. So whenever you will use the name of the nation, you will always place definite article. And the definite article will make it clear that basically you are talking about the nations. So you will say the Hindu. It means the whole class of Hindu, the whole nation of Hindu. It can be the Muslim Ummah, or it can be simply the Muslim, the American, the Russian, the Chinese, right? So, with the name of the nations in which the one class, the one singular noun basically represent the whole class, whole nation, you always need to place definite article. So, the name of the nations always require definite article. So it was all about the use of definite article. Now here is indefinite article. So where you need to use indefinite article. The indefinite article is used in the sense of, you can simply say in its original numerical sense of one. When you say a boy, it means the one boy. When you say a girl, it means the one girl. When you say a book, basically you are talking about the one book. So it's simply used, you can say, uh, while telling the number, one numerical sense. You can simply say in the sentences 12 inches make a foot, right? Not a word was said means one word. In other example, you can see a word to the wise is sufficient. A word again, mean you are basically talking about the one word. Next, you can see a bird. Again, you are basically talking about one bird. In the hand is worth two in the bush. Well, a bird, a word, again our word, our food, basically telling here the indefinite article has been used in its original numerical sense of one. So it is specifically the use of indefinite article. Let's talk about the omission of the article. So in this class, basically you learned that where to use definite article and where to use indefinite article. So, what about the situations or places are the names of certain things or places where you need to avoid the use of articles? What usually happens, you people usually try to add article, whether it's a or the. So, there are certain situations where you need to omit the article, which is basically called the omission of the article. In other sense, you can say no use of article or zero article. So that's why in the very start, I was telling to you, it is very important to understand, it is very important to learn that where to use the use of article and no use of article. So let now discuss about the no use of article, which is also called the omission of the article. So you need to use zero article, or in other sense, you can simply say you need to avoid the use of article with the name of the continents. If you recall the previous rule in which I told you that article is basically used with the name of, with some proper names. So with the name of oceans and with the name of seas, with the name of rivers, with the name of canals, and with the name of deserts, groups of islands, and mountain ranges, you will always use definite article. But keep it in your mind, when we talk about the omission of the article, it is the first rule that avoid the use of article with the name of the continents. What are the name of the continents? You are pretty clear: Asia, Africa, South America, North America. So these are Australia. These are basically the name of the continents, which are basically proper nouns. So don't get confused at this point that definite article is always used with proper nouns. No, definite article is not always used with proper nouns. It is used with some proper names, which I already told you, with the name of certain, with the name of the things, with the name of the oceans, with the name of the canals, with the name of rivers, deserts, and with the name of seas and oceans. But when it comes to the name of continents, you need to avoid the articles. It cannot be a Asia, it can an Asia, it cannot be the Asia. It will be only Asia. So they are traveling through Asia. It means zero article or omission of article. The next here you can see with the name of the countries. I already told you while explaining that where to use the definite article, you always avoid the use of definite article or indefinite article with the name of the countries. Name of the countries all over the world. You will not use definite or indefinite article with the name of the countries other than the exceptional rule which I already very well explained. Let me explain again so that you may not get confused. Yes, the rule is here. Definite article, a very few names of countries which include words like republic, kingdom, united and states. Also the Ukraine and Netherlands require the use of definite article. So the name of the countries which includes the words like republic, kingdom, united and states. These are the four words which usually certain countries include. So those names basically become uncommon, you can say common nouns. When the name of the countries include common nouns, then you will add definite article to make the name complete definite. And there are two specific names of the countries in all over the world, which are Ukraine and Netherlands. These two names always require the use of definite article. While discussing the omission of the articles, it is a rule in English language to avoid the use of article with the name of country. Pakistan is only Pakistan. It's not the Pakistan, it's not a Pakistan. Russia is only Russia. It's not a Russia, it's not the Russia. Similarly, when we talk about India, it's only India. It's not the India, it's not a India. Similarly, it's not a China, it's not the China. It's simply China, right? So you will avoid the use of definite or indefinite article, means you will always go for zero article with the name of the continents or with the name of the countries. Well, what about the name of the lakes? Definitely zero article. Previously, you were taught that to add the use of definite article with the names of canals, with the name of rivers. But when it comes to the names of lakes, you will always avoid the use of articles with the names of the lakes. It cannot be the Lake Sefel Maluk. It cannot be a Lake Sefel Maluk. It will simply Sefel Maluk, right? But when it comes to common noun, which is basically lake, if you're talking about only lake, then you can use a lake, the lake. But when you are talking about the complete name of the lake, then you will always go for zero article. So keep it in your mind that you will avoid the use of article while mentioning the name of the continents, the name of the countries, and the name of the lakes. So other things, certain other things where you need to avoid the use of articles. With the name of villages, with the name of towns, and with the name of cities, there is always zero article. It means omission of article. Don't need definite or indefinite article here. For instance, we live in Lahore. Lahore is only Lahore. It cannot be a Lahore, it cannot be the Lahore. Similarly, Islamabad is Islamabad. It cannot be a Islamabad, it cannot be the Islamabad. So similarly with the name of towns, no, don't use articles. You need to omit article. Always omit articles with the name of the villages. Well, with the name of streets and roads, you always need to avoid the use of articles. There will be zero article with the name of streets, with the name of roads. For instance, here you can see he lives in Oxford Street. So it's the name of the street. There is no need to add any article here. Magazines. Definitely there is need to omit the use of article with the names of magazines. If it's the news, so the name has already been, a definite article has already been added, right? So you will use as it is. But while writing or while speaking, you yourself don't need to add article with the name of the magazines. Similarly, with the name of diseases or illness, there is no need to add definite article. It's not a coronavirus, it's not the coronavirus. It's simply coronavirus. It's simply COVID, right? Similarly, it cannot be a cancer, it cannot be the cancer. It's simply the name of illness, the name of disease. You can simply say cancer. So you will always need to avoid the use of articles with the name of villages, towns, and cities, with the name of roads and streets, with the names of magazines, and with the names of diseases, or in other sense, you can see illness. So the last point where you need to omit the use of article, uncountable plural abstract nouns always require the omission of article. What is an abstract noun? Love. Love makes the world. Love makes the world go round, right? So love is an abstract noun. It doesn't require our definite article or indefinite article. Similarly, fruits and vegetables don't require the use of articles. Yes, let me tell you the most important point about the names of the languages. Keep it in your mind that the names of languages never ever require the use of article. You need to omit the article with the name of language. It's Urdu, simply Urdu. It's not a Urdu, it's not the Urdu, right? It's simply English language. It's not a English, it's not the English. But when it comes to only language, common noun, so you can say a language or the language. When you are saying a language, it means you are talking about any language, any one language. But when you are writing or when you are stating the language, so the first rule of the use of definite article will be applicable here. It means you are talking about a particular language which is already referred to. It can be the Urdu language, it can be the Chinese, English, it can be any language. So it can be a language and the language, but with the names of languages, there is need to omit the article, right? There will be no article, zero article. So it's all about the use of article. It is very important to understand that where to use the article and where to avoid the use of article. It is important for as multilingual writers to master the use and non-use of articles and to learn the meaning their use, non-use conveys in English language. So this is what uh, I made clear in today's class, and I'm sure you are pretty clear now about the use of articles. Here you learned that basic articles have two division: definite article on the basis of definiteness, indefiniteness, and indefinite article on the basis of countability, right? And you also learned that where to use indefinite article and where to use definite article, and where to avoid the use of articles. Basically, it's very important when you are talking to other person and when you are writing any type of text. Proper appropriate use of articles makes you basically gives an image in front of other person that you have competency on the language. Well, I hope you got all the points very well. It was all about today's topic of the use of article. In next class, you will learn about the use of modal verbs. So I'll wind up this session here. In case of any confusion, sorry, in case of any further query, you can discuss with me. You can post your question, and you can note down all those questions later on. You can discuss with me. So it was all about the use of articles. What I'll suggest you, just simply understand, first you need to understand these rules, and after that start application of these rules in your daily routine conversation. Well, in this way, similarly with the passage of time, you will be competent in using and in applying these rules in your conversation and in your written text. Well, it was all about the use of articles. I hope you learned it very well and you found it very useful and very informative. Well, take care, stay at home, stay safe, and keep yourself safe and give time to your studies. Take care and Allah Hafiz.